Oh, no, the deputy's not here yet, so let me see. Who else? Tanya, fill out there? Okay, I'll let you guys. All right. Hey, Shonda. Yeah, how you doing? I'm fine. How are you? Sheldon, you overtook me.
It's your story, you're sticking with it.
Right. It's a story, I'm sticking with it. So while we're here, have any
Yes.
paperwork to print out? Do I need to stop? Not yet? Okay, so we're just waiting for inmates to get up here, so just.
Oh, sound for me. Okay. Check cases.
Simeon Lucas, aka Simone.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
What's the name again?
Although my Sunday wasn't hot in here, so yeah, that's good.
I'm like, geez, I wish I had put this one right.
What's the name again?
Simeon
Now I'm
Lucas,
hot.
aka Simone.
I don't have one. A Simeon Lucas one. Today is the
My
20th.
travel mug coffee ready.
Oh, I do have it. It's a murder case. That's gonna be Weintraub.
Who?
Weintraub.
Okay,
He should be here shortly.
okay. Some for case management, so we have to start this all. That's okay. I got it. It came to me, last month.
Yeah, it's a murder case.
Okay.
Well, the crazy thing about though. But is there numbers in? We're the only one. So I'll have the number.
Oh, they sent you.
Oh,
This is stuff I got to do.
oh, please.
No.
Jones, Bridget,
Yes.
get those reports that I sent y'all.
Yes.
Okay, so, trying to have like light special, so before Christmas, anybody stop to think of that can be let loose.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Bridges, well, I mean, if you have somebody that you can think of that, you can work something out with Mr. Bridges, please do so and send it to me. Okay. Okay, all right, go. Try to, work with Mr. Bridges to get them out. We'll put them on the calendar, they get out. Now, what they do between that time and after Christmas, get back in. I can't help myself.
Christmas just ain't Christmas.
I was like,
Almost Thanksgiving.
I'm trying.
That's so good. Talk about Michael before.
No, we ain't talking about him.
Maybe Willard.
Okay. So yeah, anything that y'all see on those reports?
Oh, those reports. I haven't had a
No.
chance.
I know you all been busy.
I will take a peek.
This is
I
the
know it was
storage
rough,
unit.
Yeah,
rough,
that's the
rough
storage
week
unit.
last week.
Remember?
Yeah.
But,
Rough 2 weeks.
From 2 weeks, yeah, yeah. But if you all can look over those, I saw the stuff that you have for.
Yeah, he been there a long time.
Yeah.
Did you hear,
So
you know
let's
about that,
do-
right?
Yes,
All-
let's do
all-
record.
anything that's, any cases that you have, mental health, anything goes
Yeah,
to,
I think that
No,
was
it's
your
got a-
input.
it's
Ingram,
just a
so
first
send it to
opinion.
me so I can send it to them.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Do you
anything,
want all of the people who are just not.
Or they just
right
need
now?
to make the fella
any
stop.
mental
Yeah.
health.
Let's see what's record.
Okay.
Any
well,
mental health.
That's because I have.
Is it just competency? I can't, let me
I
verify.
have some I requested. Request.
for you,
Okay.
And I know one, we just talked about it off here 2 weeks ago, so I'm expecting it any day.
Man, not do stupid.
But it'll come to me. He's gonna be Belmar.
Follow a Brandon Miller.
Confidentially, and that's it. And I'm like, that's good enough for me.
But let me get clarification.
Okay.
Criminal trespass, instead of go home rent for a year.
Okay.
I got it. You know, well, I have a kid that could be.
It's on video. How can he not take
Yeah, I know.
responsibility? Come on. Is that you? No, that ain't me.
Okay.
He has a
Okay.
twin.
There's a
Yeah,
twin.
so I'm trying
We
to,
all
you
have
know,
one
like,
like this. Say.
some people get chances to get out, so. Let me know who you got. You know, just some small, small time stuff, and big stuff, we'll have to wait. Aggravated assault, theft activities, drugs.
I got a little one day.
No.
It's just
no,
an
no.
aggravated assault.
I'll be by myself.
I mean, what a big.
I'll be able to. California. Give me this little
So-
possession, with the intent to distribute, that kind of thing.
Well, I thought about doing
Just to find out who it
For
is.
being honest. Trying to find out.
Who got this case?
Discovery,
Like,
just,
hey.
Okay, that's the problem.
where we need to go throw it on.
That's all you need.
The system say- we got a
that.
system that tells us which
Yeah, you go to the
DA
clerk, you go to the clerk's
right?
office. Yeah.
His,
Oh, really? Okay.
Clerk's
You got a
office.
list?
Yeah, so oil, yeah, they use the season store.
Oh, none of yours.
Too.
Like,
When
for
they
instance, my name should pop up.
Nobody has, they have a little more.
Sure.
Okay, come on.
Sure.
I gotta wait till the deputy.
okay.
I thought that sounded like a good. Oh, that's right. I remember.
Okay. Okay.
That's where I'm.
Okay, oh, you ain't talking.
But you get, no, I got you.
No, no problem.
I like to
When you
have.
said only one.
They get their filter.
Okay.
I like.
Monday morning.
So.
Yeah.
Well, when the deputies come in, they don't see. Cause they've been friends, attorney long 10 years.
Okay.
And they're married, so they're having both. Tanya, who did you say? Do you want me, you want me to print anything
Yeah,
out
I'll talk with-
or?
I'll talk with them.
Okay,
Are we waiting on deputies?
yeah, cause they gotta bring it back up.
Look, I have to be in a mood. It is. When you wanna do it.
And then you get involved.
Yeah. It'll be way too much, but.
So you have like the traditional fish.
And I think that
It can be. I make a beat.
So other
Oh, wow. So it did appear.
I like butter.
Is not
After
gonna
I
be
did
at all.
some, they had one like really good.
But I only eat certain meat.
Yeah, I did pretty
So
bad.
one of
That was.
that, we were both like, with
I don't think it's gonna stay.
actual chopped up,
Make sure it's.
we got some.
I mean, that garlic butter, the
That's wishful thinking a long time ago. Mm.
Yeah,
I need to try that butter.
I
It's too big, it's a lot.
I'm not a big fan.
No, it's
Kids
butter.
love Grace. Literally can bake a sweet potato.
Yeah.
You don't sound like Kroger?
No butter.
I always think so.
I don't think so.
My dad had. She got big.
Yeah.
Your friendly neighborhood.
When did she?
She gets back, once. Pick her up. Either I will or stop. Turn around, Sean, because they have her flight ticket. Each Kroger is really rad. That's pretty standard for them.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, and so then they can just turn it. Yeah, so usually those flights.
That's right.
Usually, she's on Southwest, usually we take that.
Yeah.
Usually we're lucky the most.
Memorial, right, okay.
But we learned,
Oh, you mean
we have
Columbia Drive?
Weston now,
Yeah, it's
attached to the Denver. So we just stay there for the night.
There's a Walmart right
Go
there.
to Weston, Scott turns in the car.
I think
It's
I
not
might
like
Thompson, I
Weston,
can't hear
yeah.
you. No, I was gonna say,
Yes.
yeah, it's part of it. So the Avondale is.
I know exactly where you're talking
Okay.
about. I know exactly where you're talking about, because it's
Yep.
Yeah.
There's one on Jim.
I
That's
know
the one
what
that has
you're
gas
talking
stations.
about.
That's the one that has gas stations from Maine, high school.
No,
Not
you're
Maine.
talking about, yeah.
Yeah, we usually get up at 5. 45. and then try to be up by then.
Close to foot.
But we're lucky
That's not how
because,
she's.
That's not
Okay,
cheap.
she's.
and
That's just like, when you turn me kind of around a little.
Yep. Oh, okay, I got it. I got it.
so then
I got
you
it.
don't really.
That's my grade. Okay, that's right.
Know exactly where you're
And I
talking
can't
about.
hear.
Robbery.
Now they've got, I don't, I never know the rhyme or reason. But, yeah, 'cause I have global entry. So. I don't have an option. It's like, we jump or what, but we just do take the picture.
Miss Cullen,
That one.
you have a
Yeah, it's cheap.
Terrence Logan.
TSA free, but it's visual, what they call it.
Call me?
My Kathy was from.
Oh, okay, I was.
It's a 19 SC.
Hold on. That's pretty nice. So, that already see that. I don't think that even for a boarding pass, you know.
They came in when I was coming in.
Saying like a.
Don't think something might happen?
It's
Okay,
just.
then,
166.
so listen,
And I can tell it's.
She has
terminal,
paper.
706, 707, I'm sorry.
It's not always an option.
okay. Cause he's codependent with
Oh, okay.
her person.
Yes.
So, Ms. Jones,
Yeah.
when you get done,
And what's his name?
Yeah,
I
I'm-
don't
I
have
gotta
it in
talk
my-
with-
Terrence Logan.
And then I'll take it
so
after.
he's in blue. Yours in,
TERRE.
Yeah.
Okay.
TERRANCE.
We haven't offered yet. We talked about it. last time we was on the dock.
Oh, yeah, that was.
I showed him. Maybe I said.
She said that.
What's that? There?
Doctor you gave me, but it's 19 S 19029.
probation officer.
That's what I have in my probation.
How long is he on probation for that?
He was, 10/7/19 and.
Mr. Aurora.
February
Mr. Aurora.
2024. So he has about what, 3 months?
Yes.
Looks like, Adam sentenced.
Gosh, I guess I imagined it. I thought I heard the bell.
Oh my God, were you sneaking in for? I didn't ring the bell, please.
Wow. All right.
He's ready to get the day started.
Yeah. Just be clear, it's not me.
I'll let you know.
We know.
Whatever's going on, I don't know.
They went to get the inmates. Didn't be much longer.
We could do like a teaser one.
We didn't know we.
That's what I.
Oh.
And then it's got some lights. I just suggest. His brother.
I said 10 to 1 plus restitution.
I had it down as 5, but I didn't bring my file when we were
Okay.
sort of talking about it. Five, because my client's been in a real long time. My client doesn't even have a record.
So that's why I probably gave you 5. Yeah, for client too.
And we got him going to the hotels.
Okay.
So,
And that's, we're gonna have him do drug and alcohol evaluation, the treatment to follow.
that'll be the drug house.
So he's going to drug,
I mean,
he's going to a,
Treatment center.
the
treatment
Hope
center.
House.
Yeah,
That's the Hope House.
Yeah, but we'll have your guy do drug and alcohol evaluation. Follow us.
So, do I do 5, serve 1, community 5, serve,
No problem.
restitution, complete Hope House?
Yeah.
And then we'll hold.
Cancer, line, residue,
No wep- no-
Recommendations.
No weapons or alcohol, no weapons, no alcoholic drugs, stay away from locations. The, heat storage unit location.
And I think it qualifies for first. That's all I got today.
had to see if that's where all my stuff is, so I did transfer that to my. And once we get done with board, I'll go back to my car.
Oh, no, you wasn't gonna like it.
So, but he's on my. How are you to sing it? Because,
Here.
Not here so quiet.
he's always. I mean, that's the net. So it's got some fire. It's just the e-tron. It's just like a SUV. Well, yeah, it's just like a standard. Like a. Yes, it does accept. But it's. I'm like, I could. Sure, you know, so we're not. It is fine cars. But it's more luxury. Oh. So we'll see what it is. That's coming up in December, and I didn't, it's weird how 3 years. can pass. Mm. Yeah, so we thought. Like that was true. I try it again. Right in the car. Both of them. Yes. Yeah. 28. It's your main travel. Oh, that's something I use. You have a charger in the car? Larry has an electric car. That's some Michael. Yeah, we have one of those. It's not a supercharger, but it's a. Medium fast. We have a really good handyman, so Emily needs them. So we have to put it there. And it was perfect for Grace. I think that's a 280.
Real quick.
So
Yeah.
that's
It's
in,
very distracting. It does.
I could, it's just like, I appreciate the irony, because he's not driving. It's that, it's the sole reason why. At least, that's where, not just drive car. He also always just like cars. So he always, yeah. I was trying to do the thing up. Yeah, that's got to. George, someone. You know what? That's the one. So we used to have a. We had a very good business. That person. The last one we had in the meeting. It was a sedan, but it was there. Yep. So, yeah. That kind of story. You can just drive climbers. Down. So. What is it?
Yep.
Yeah. That would be a problem. Oh, wait. It's something.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and so there's really not a lot to see about it. Yeah, that kind of all that is always nature. And the massive temperature swings too. So. They're waiting. Just a minute to start. And then just have that. Why? My God.
I was like, okay. You know what? I'm not in my.
Well, I've got a.
I always surround this year. You were asking behind.
Oh, were you the crazy one back in there? I was like, this is
I'm gonna
new.
look at the light of arts.
You're like holding the middle, and
Maybe you
then
need
you're
a-
like very slow. It's like, I won't do that. That's so funny. I was so annoyed.
Cause I have to do that, like, I do that in my truck, like, it be. And so when I do it in the. I don't realize
I'm not even, I didn't even know it. Right. That's zooming around,
So
so like,
when I was
idiot.
coming in the building, I heard something. So when I. I didn't even say it.
I was here last week, so it'll be.
Yeah, I just saw that.
I didn't see your, did I see your, Oh, it's Brandon, on Brandon Miller.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
She identifies.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I caught me off, I'm sorry. Yeah,
I don't know, I just.
so, Mr. Miller, you know, he's got a horrible record. Or Miss Miller, she has a horrible record.
Yeah, she's not having,
But
I will
maybe that's
say
just
part of the
been
email that's actually, I mean, she's willing to.
That's
take
great.
it. She does. She's gonna be- seems to be part of her problem.
So, her client, going to Hope House. Her client is doing 10 years of service. Apparently all of that.
I mean, it would be, she has two cases.
Two cases, yes, both burglaries, both storage units.
And so,
And you said she didn't know what a gun was.
that she did.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
I
that
mean,
was
as long as everything else.
but that's just kind of from, I think, what I was reading. I had not too long. I don't know. But, if you could, because I think what I wanted to do is
No,
see if we could have like a motion filing deadline. And how the case management, whatever, into the next year. So that we see,
Yeah, but I didn't.
resolve.
It's horrific because it's a multi-state offender. She's a multi-state offender.
Yes, between the two charges she has, really 2 years. Yeah, when she got arrested on this.
Wow.
And then this for
Former.
But as with most clients, number one thing is she wants. So.
Okay, so let's do 10 serve 3 for both cases. Drug and alcohol evaluation with treatment to follow. No guns, no weapons, drug and alcohol.
Because it's funny.
Plus they gave the employee. Plus they gave the employee. And restitution, of course. That I don't know. And I told them we have, I think the last time we checked was 15 victims in this case, 12 victims, I'm sorry, 12 victims. Trying to get them all together.
Still working.
That's the place I was just reading her. That was back in September, we were still trying to get it together.
Well, but I'll keep that in mind. I still wanna, I will still be able to read.
Deputies, we have everything.
I still wanna be able to look at everything. So we can just put my motion. And then have that another case management. And we should be able to. Or maybe she'll be willing to take it to that. So,
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Sounds good. Yeah, no clue. Maybe they'll get the memo. I did see that they had a small, large presence doing something outside earlier when I was coming in. Yeah, they didn't hear all. I don't know something going on last year or whatever. When I came in, the whole, they had, Mitchell blocked off and just started to see the sheriff's deputy. You know, but
So nice to laugh about that, you know, when you were just having. No, and he had some sort of cloud or whatever, he probably would. I don't know, we're just excited. But interesting out of that. They were working on a idea of submersible pumps and electricity. And I actually. That guy.
I don't.
But they were first.
Yeah.
Well, they reached out to them. So. So there might be a silver lining. If you don't see me in, next 2 weeks, like,
I don't know.
I don't really understand.
Miss Jones.
that's fine.
There are 2 kids. Some of them I don't have.
All right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't.
Grace,
Come with us.
Yeah.
I gotta
You
pick
ready?
up Grace.
Huh?
I gotta pick up Grace from the airport.
John.
Not quite 21,
Talk
but.
about Tuesday.
Yeah, it was a serious bad.
Wait, Clark,
Yeah,
see the holiday
I'm
rolling
good
the right way.
Soon, but
Yeah, I'm front.
Is this Drew on Thursday?
Tomorrow. That's what
Yeah. I. Yeah.
I'm always doing something.
it's time.
The whole thing might come apart.
Oh, that big old. I think going over that.
Jesse Smith is on the consolidated trial calendar.
Yeah, why is he there? Yeah, well, I don't know that that's necessarily a trial. What I told you about, he's got a, wanna say it's 40 years. To do, but that's out of.
Why are we running concurrent?
What?
Why are we running concurrent, whatever he's doing?
Well, because we talked about this, like, if he gets DOC time, then he has to go to the Department of Corrections, just because the feds will never take it. Everything always runs in second. We could do, like, we've done this before in the past, like a 10 to do suspended, and then send it back to the feds. He's got quite a bit of time, and he's also on a manslaughter charge out of Tennessee still pending.
So send me the information on the Fed, please.
I will.
So I can,
But you can see the,
cause it's on the, and
you can
Emerson
see
them
the,
don't do continuances, they don't do excuses, they do trials, that's it, that's all he wanna hear.
and I want to see if that 2 cases, but the only one made it. He used to have 3, but I think your office combined 2 and 1. And that's a drug case.
Yeah, cause I always saw the drug case.
But he's got the manslaughter charge on him. See.
Yeah, send that to me so I can tell them what they're trying to do. Lies. Like I said, Emerson doesn't take explanations. He only wants to hear trial.
Is it Emerson?
That's who's doing the
Well, and I also have trial here that's specially set. So. Can't be 2 places. I think another one's not specially set. Oh, stop. Don't make your noise. Okay, so it's 240 months. What's that?
20 years.
20 years, but I think there was some consecutive time. I know I've looked it up on Facebook. This is actually. That's 20. 45. Then attempted first degree. Depends on how they run it, it could be up to 50. Manslaughter is 20.
Why do you come to Georgia? Why don't you stay at this stage on this stuff?
Well, I think what happened, I mean, if I was to figure it out, I believe he had these charges here. Fled to Tennessee, got some new charges in Tennessee. He was arrested in Tennessee. The feds picked up the gun and the drug charges in Tennessee. I guess he lived, but it was a drug deal gone bad, essentially. I've seen the police, or not, the newspaper article. My George wants to waste it. I know, I'm just letting you know, that's his posture.
It'd be, I guess, 10 years suspended upon completion of his federal.
Yeah. But let's just talk and see what global resolution. And We finally did Mr. Spears' trial, so I'm gonna guess the whole process.
Nikki, you talk to me about stuff, but you mentioned it to me. So
We'll
your
talk about
head,
that. Vernon Spears, he had a cold case murder. You have the 2012 case.
oh, okay.
I know I've talked with Julian about it. He was gonna null cross it. But
So then,
wanted to wait until,
you have it on the murder case?
Right.
oh, wow. So I don't know if you really wanna. So. Yeah. You know, I will be very happy. I think that's gonna be the goal.
No, I got 11 case from the 11 case with Charles Miller. He won't call me back on.
That Vernon Spears is interesting. He was picked up in 2012. That's sad. 5 years before they found him not competent. Not a so. Look at me, just trying to help you move stuff.
Oh.
Easy stuff. Where are our deputies? Is it like we flew today or something? I guess it is the week before or the week on Thanksgiving, so. I forgot my son was off. I asked him what homework he had. I'm like, I'm not off for the week. Right? What do you mean you're off? You go do some homework and get on that bus. And maybe Wednesday was a half day. Thanksgiving. But John, you've got young kids. What are you doing here?
Ms. Robinson, did you call Mr. Wright? Because you know, I see the Octavia Williams cases on here.
Yeah,
Is your daycare closed or are they open?
My wife stays home
Oh.
on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Oh, nice. So you get to come in.
And then wait. That's you show up.
But I hear noise back there. Well, I don't know if it's back there or back here.
I think it's her imagination.
Or my imagination. But you think that they would have came.
Hey, y'all just got here?
Yeah, everybody's still transferring. I mean, they big head count. We gotta keep it, so they. So we gotta go back and get. We can, but we gonna have to go get them. Fix some more.
You ready for us?
Yeah, they come.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. You want to do the 19. Okay. My understanding is.
Yeah, we're gonna do a calendar call right quick, just so we. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah. For Joan. Which day?
All of them. No, you're fine.
Anywhere but the front row.
What's up, man?
All right, Superior Court of Florida County, Atlanta, Judicial Circuit is now in session. The Honorable Judge charged on meeting Junior Gotti Court will now come to order.
Please be seated. Guess, do we have anybody on Zoom? Do we have anybody on Zoom now? We're just doing announcements anyway. All right, we'll do quick announcements here on the case management calendar. Position 1, Brandon Miller.
Ms. Miller is in custody and she is positioned 1 and 2.
Okay.
I will say on, I believe, position 2, which is the case. There's quite a bit of body cam footage, about 20 or so hours, that just full candor with the court. I haven't had the opportunity to go over with. It's so voluminous. So what I would be asking for is to do what some of the other judges do, which is impose a motion following deadline fee at the end of the year, and then we'd be put on for case management. I did get an offer this morning from Mr. Bridges that may resolve the case, but I haven't been able to speak to Ms. Miller about that. So I would like a little bit more time to look through all of the body cam footage, following motions by the end of the year if necessary. And then the next time we come in, it will likely either be a resolution or my announcement that we'll need to have a motion.
Okay. Is that your only business here?
Yes, Your Honor, but because she needs to come up so that I can inform her of this.
Yeah.
So I'll just kind of hang around.
Okay. All right. Position 3, Willard.
I am present on that, Your Honor. I have a plea offer for him and I'll be back to speak with him. The clients
Okay.
are up a little slow this morning.
Yeah, no, I know. Position 4, Logan.
Good morning, Your Honor, Michelle Clark, Mr. I anticipate that will be a plea. I did give discovery as the voluminous, but based on my discussions with my prior discussion with my client, I would like to speak with him again. Since we got an offer that's not this morning.
So you think it could be a plea today?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Position 5, Young.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mr. Young was on the arraignment calendars a few weeks ago. I had noticed I hadn't filed my discovery motion. I don't have discovery on it yet or an offer, so we're just about getting that and have it sent down for
Okay. All right. We'll get that down for our final plea date. Position 6, Williams, I see.
Custody, Your
Mr. Wright, Paul, he actually filed a waiver, and he's also, he has also, I said, he has received the discovery and he's working with the state to, working on a global resolution state cases that he has with us. But he also filed a motion to suppress, so he can say that the global resolution not worked out, he would like more.
Okay. Position 7, Russell.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Russell, actually, I was informed he was released to pre-arrest diversion earlier this month. They have representatives here. They've informed me actually that he was placed in custody for a misdemeanor public intox on Friday. I don't believe he's up here yet or was transported over here, but he's not going to be present. It sounds like they're still working to place him in inpatient treatment. When he has a first appearance bond hearing on that misdemeanor charge this morning, but as of right now, he's not going to be present here. Other than that, I did receive an offer from the state at his arraignment date. Did receive discovery from them, so I'll just have to have an with Mr. Russell. That's where things are right now.
Well, in the interest of everybody's time and efficiency, what do you think the next step ought to be, Mr. Clark?
I think it should just be placed down on the final plea. He had already made bond on the charge as it stands. If Your Honor recalls, he was released off of a probation violation. So I don't think that's going to affect this case here. So I think we should just set it.
All right, we'll put that on a final plea. Position 8, Lucas.
In custody, Your Honor. Good morning, Judge. Dennis Francis on behalf of I was appointed in October. I haven't had a chance to receive discovery yet. So I would be asking for another case management date. And I can try to get that discovery from the previous attorney.
Who was the previous attorney?
Robert Reagan.
I don't have my notes in front of me because we're just doing a, was he appointed as well?
Yes, he's with GPDC.
What, was he conflicted out or something?
I assume that he was.
So are you part of the C3 program on us? The county C3 program?
Well, sort of. What happened was that the county, because I used to run the conflict defenders office. And so they split that office up and they gave a contract to a Mr. Muhammad Lewimba. So Mr. Lewimba, I contracted with him to take a handful of his more serious cases. So it's not traditionally a C3. It could just be a C1 as we refer to. It could just be a conflict with another co-defendant. But if there's no co-defendant on the case, it could have been where Mr. Reagan's have a conflict.
Well, regardless, it's you now, huh?
That's correct.
Okay, Mr. Whitenauer?
Yes, good morning, Judge. Discovery was previously served on Mr. Regis. You have trouble getting in touch with them, Dropbox link.
Okay.
Your Honor, state does have some concerns based on its knowledge of the facts of this case, that there may be some mental health component to it. And I'm sure the defense counsel, once he has an opportunity to speak to this client, will look into that and perhaps he found something with the court.
That's my understanding.
So what do you mentioned another case management?
That probably, right.
When would you like to do that?
Before the end of the year would probably be great if the week of the 18th is available. I should be finished. I have trials scheduled.
I'm not looking to push you. I mean, it's your client, but
The January week would be fantastic.
Mr. Whitenauer, is that all right?
That's absolutely fine, Judge.
All right, let's do a case management by January. Maybe you'll have a better idea of any motions, immediate motions, mental health or whatever that you plan on filing.
That's correct.
All right, so Kathy just said January 11th, we'll do it. All right,
All right, thank you, Judge. That concludes my business.
you're excused, Mr. Whitenauer.
That's all I have.
And then we have probation revocation hearings, position 1, Huff.
Yes, Your Honor. I think that will almost certainly be a stipulation. I just need to go over one thing.
And then position 2, Wright.
Robert Wilson on behalf of Mr. Wright, Your Honor. Ready to go forward.
With the probation revocation? Oh, have you discussed it at all with Ms. Colors or?
Yeah, we're amenable to her recommendation.
Oh, okay. I just, no, that's all right. Okay, well, I think that concludes everything for now, so I'll let you, wait a minute. All right, well, let's talk about,
Unless you want to bring.
well, no, maybe, so where's Brandon Miller?
Miller's up, right?
I guess I should have asked this earlier, but where's Miller? Wait, could you ask her just to find out who all's back there so she
Okay.
doesn't have to go back every time?
I got you.
We may have to two-step it then and deal with who we have, then break.
At night. You come get the paperwork, call them off. They can keep what the system we have up here.
You know, when we do in person, I think that Zoom is better. And then when we do Zoom, I think is in person is better.
Yep, if you're on our, that's why I say if you want.
Where's the key?
Y'all wanna go ahead and get it. What we already have up here. But I'm a.
But I thought you said it's keep separate and
They
stuff,
are
but
keep separate.
you can keep them separate up here.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll break then. I'll break. All right. What's your announcement on the 1 o'clock?
They keep separate.
He says he's got. He was on.
Let me look at the calendar while I take a break. All right, but I will look.
Miller and,
Yeah. So you're gonna bring up the rest of them and anybody that the attorneys can.
Everybody else up there. You wanna see it?
All right, let me
And
see.
there's 3 of them that haven't been brought up, which are the keep separates and the female. You do have one here.
So I don't see Miller.
no, he's not.
Yeah, he's not up. He's keep separate. No, and the female side. So it's 3 people that we haven't brought up. But they keep separate.
How about Willard?
Yes, he's up.
Willer's up.
Okay. Logan's not up?
No, it's not.
You're gonna want to talk to Miller, right?
Right.
Okay.
So Miller, Logan.
Yeah, Miller.
Well, here, I'll cross out the ones that can go at least. Let's see here. Yeah.
Is up.
No. he's
No.
not.
Yeah, he's not up. We gotta bring him.
What? Yeah, I've crossed it.
We brought
Williams up.
Mr. Edmund up too. I'm not sure. I think he's for the 1 o'clock calendar, but we brought him up because he's not keep separate. Elmine.
Elmine, okay.
Keep him up. Okay.
But they don't have Lucas up. They have Williams and Young can go, but I don't.
Yeah, Lucas hasn't been brought up.
I'll see Lucas. Yeah, that's fine.
You. What? So Williams and Young can go back down and then anybody else that needs to talk to their clients. The ones I crossed out can go down.
Okay, so Williams and Young can go down.
Williams and Young can go down.
Okay, well, Young wasn't even brought up yet, so
All right, well, then he doesn't need to come up.
it's a seat.
She doesn't need to come up.
Who's your one?
Lucas, but I think that he's not up. I think.
I don't think Lucas is.
No, Lucas is still down.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
All right, well, y'all talk with who needs, and then call me back out when it's time to. Hey, Kathy, you talk to the deputy though, because we might not need to bring up some of the people that are up. And you need to talk to you. Who's your client again?
He's up.
Well, I'll let y'all figure that out. I'm out of here.
For Young, 1-8-4. Ms. Clark, you need to,
Terrence Logan.
you need to go back and talk to her?
Okay, let me do that.
I don't know if you're on. You're right.
Oh, is he here? Oh, hold on.
He's recording, so.
I didn't realize. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You know, November.
Hold on, let me make sure we going down, the mic going down. Are we going down to get the other one? Somebody, are we going down now to get them? All right, let me know. Well, he come out, we're going down.
You need to put one in there.
I have a
Okay.
bag.
I probably didn't go. What is it? Oh. Works out.
Is. All right, I'm about to put off, we go down. About to put off something. Yeah, we got it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Correct.
Do one revocation. All right. We're gonna do one revocation and then we'll. All right, so the. I know. We gotta wait for the deputy to come back out.
Story of the day.
It really is. Story of my life, really. Okay, this is 15 SC 136795. Ernest Wright, who's present in the courtroom with his attorney, Mr. Wilson. And we have Mr. Bridges with the state in the courtroom as well. Go ahead, Mr. Wilson.
Your Honor, we are here today on the probation revocation We have spoken to probation, and based on their recommendation, we have no objections. I have not spoken to the state, but with probation, we are amenable.
What's the recommendation, Ms. Colors?
The recommendation was for him to be revoked 45 days, reduce it to the time that he's already served and reinstate, meaning he's no longer in custody for his new charges. We're also asking the court to make the first two general conditions of probation, excuse me. Conditions 1 and 2 do not violate the criminal laws of any governmental unit and be of general good behavior, avoid injurious and vicious habits. We're asking that be made a special condition of his probation and to just revoke him 45 days and reinstate.
What were the two generals you want to make special?
Do not violate the criminal laws
Okay.
of any governmental unit and be of general good behavior and avoid injurious and vicious habits. And we ask that he have no further violations. The report is directed because he has 8 years, 2 months, and 14 days remaining on probation. And if there's another violation, then we ask.
Okay, all right. Mr. Bridges?
Actually, follow recommendation of probation, Your Honor.
What's the triggering offense on this?
So,
I'm sorry. Want me to?
yeah, that's fine.
Okay. It on or before or on or about 10/25/23, he was arrested for 2 counts of trafficking in drugs. And he tested positive for THC on 9/19/2023.
And how much time does he have left on his probation?
8 years, 2 months, and 14 days.
And Ms. Colors, you're saying that you're going to ask for the balance if there's another violation? Okay. All right. So I'll agree to the revoke 45 days, reduced time served, reinstate, and turn the 2 general conditions into special conditions of don't violate any criminal laws, and the general good behavior general condition becomes special as well. And Mr. Wright, I just want to emphasize to you what Ms. Colors says. This appears to be your last chance. So any more violations, you've got 8 years of probation hanging over you. She mentioned she's going to ask for the balance. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Ms. Colors, do you have anything?
Yes, Mr. Wright, I need for you within 48 hours to contact Officer Lewis and thank you.
So you got one minute.
Anything else?
That's all we have, Your Honor.
Okay. You're excused.
Thank you.
All right. All right. I need to step outside again.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
So we don't have no sitting. We don't have sitting down there, so.
Yeah,
I just wanted to, I didn't know if you,
yeah.
I just wanted to, I know that. Yeah, cause if you, let me give you, if I'm not answering, then you can call down there and they'll, let you know down there, you guys. Yeah, just. Like I said, if I'm not in the footprint, I'm like down. Okay, thank you. I think you're fine.
Mr. King. Mr. King, can you hear me?
Hey, yes,
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Good. Have you spoken to Mr. Trepanier to see if he was gonna join us?
No, I sent him an email again asking him to join a
Okay.
couple minutes ago.
Cause I was gonna have the judge to come back in if you all just have an announcement.
Right. I'll try to give him a call right now and see,
Okay.
because I was hoping he was going to join on right now. I'll give him a call.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
You said where is John?
No.
Oh, okay. Right. No, I didn't get that fast. I'll leave the conversation.
That's okay. Larry Carter, remember I sent you the email? So I guess I'm trying, cause he's sending me an email trying to figure out who he's supposed to be, who his person is supposed to be, and I was hoping so I can figure this out. I'm gonna put it back on another P&A. And, then,
Yeah, I think she did.
yeah.
Yeah. But there was a case that she said she thought.
Mr. Clark, what was the announcement on him? He was released on the 13th,
Yeah,
arrested
yes,
when.
last Friday.
Did you have any restitution numbers for Wooler?
The 18th.
I guess I have
Last Friday.
It's Friday or
12 of
Saturday?
them.
Friday
They
was
reached
the-
5 of them.
Friday the 17th.
And that was
Yeah,
the 17th.
17th, yeah.
I just could, because I know we've had talks on some
It was
people, I
a
just couldn't remember if he
misdemeanor.
was
He's
one of
got a
them or
bond
not.
hearing today, but they're working to get him in the tree. Ultimately, it doesn't affect the only, that's why it's not here.
Okay, so he's
Yeah.
what's the place?
It's pad.
Hey, okay.
It's not the indictment, he'll need.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, he's percent.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure.
So we don't have a. Which is Logan and Miller.
No, put guilty. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think we already waived the, not guilty part.
Mr. Marino.
Yes, ma'am.
On one that you asked about earlier. No, these times
That was,
I think it's.
yeah, we could do that because, hold on a second, no.
I said to.
Yeah, we could do that, because he's been in jail for almost a little over a year.
Larry Carter.
And he only has until
He was on
February.
Yeah, yeah, we could do that then if you want to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought-
Which one of y'all is supposed to?
Yeah, it changes.
Oh, cool.
Different things.
Okay.
And sometimes I accidentally hit it and it changes. So I need to keep I usually try to keep something on it. Yeah, I want to say I looked this up. And I probably got distracted and then
Well, I was trying to wait for y'all to get that.
so I want to
Send
say,
it to a whole bunch of stuff.
yeah, it's Miss Gowdy.
And that she's with you all.
But I do know, I think we represented a plain witness,
The victim.
but. I think my thought process was
Okay. All right. Well, you want me to send you? With your email, I mean, your phone number,
Is he one that showed up? Like, he didn't show up initially and then he contacted y'all, or he contacted me?
He contacted me. He didn't show, he didn't get the notice.
Okay,
And somebody told him about it and he called me. And then he said,
yeah, I think he called me too.
yeah. Well, he was calling you during the past 2 weeks, and I sent him an email and said, hey, she's been in trial for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, but
So
I feel like I did talk to him.
he said he had talked to you, so,
Well, he's always.
well. For some reason, oh, and I haven't talked to them, and I'm like, but you just talked to them yesterday. I haven't talked to them today. And I'm like, well,
Yeah.
you can't talk to them every day, but.
And
Anyway.
he might be a needy one, like some of my clients, they don't talk to you every day practically. You're ignoring them, you know?
Yeah.
Sort of like Miss
Okay.
Brew over there.
It's a whole other level.
But yeah, so Sarah Zimbardi represented.
Okay, so I'm gonna put him down for.
Yeah.
DNA.
I could
We got
find.
Larry Carter straight out.
There. That falls asleep.
Fourth. Either you sounded exhilarated. Yes, it's because.
Although I don't know.
Yeah, that Reeves has been set specially set, so I don't know if that's actually gonna go.
I don't know if somebody's trying to.
The state or the defense? Wow. Just I have the crazy little. I can. Oh, I thought he was.
Oh, there it is. These we've got Lewis and Thomas on there too. And
Well, Lewis, I think, has got a co-defendant, right?
yeah, it's Yoka and Thomas.
Mm-hmm. Got a Stephen Weiss.
Yeah.
Oh, green rock.
Did they separate little anywhere?
I think the judge made a mistake on it. But she put it on a one of her motions, and so it was kind of on the bottom of the motion, and so nobody saw it. All right.
Something.
Trafficking one? No, it was set.
And then Angela got that
the end
speedy.
of October, but the state.
Which speedy? Which one is the
No.
speedy?
Position
I
10,
imagine the state's requesting. that.
and then position 11. And then that Satterwhite.
That
I don't know why your guy was charged. So.
Somewhere.
Somewhere.
Unusual for murders.
The hopes is to catch a stick with the pants down. They think we're overextended, which we are.
Well, I don't know. They did that. Uber driver went on a speedy, and he was found not guilty. So.
Like I said, hope it catches the point. Hang it out
No,
there.
that was a terrible one.
Yeah, we got
Those
a lot of
charges
those.
should have never been dropped. But sometimes they're just crappy cases and if they won't get fined, you just go ahead and file. They have it, put it. Well,
Hey, Kathy,
defense, you know, not everybody who's arrested is guilty of something.
They're guilty of something, just not the charges maybe, but they're guilty of something.
Oh, but.
Guilty of making a poor decision.
Yeah, for decision.
That's not
Poor
a charge.
decision, not a crime. Yeah,
That's not a crime.
yes, it is.
Then we all be in jail, right? Whew.
I did something dumb this morning.
I did too. I got up and came to work.
I took, I was I took pain pills this morning. But I did not realize until after I swallowed them. Yeah. So I'm asleep.
Calling out the long
Yeah.
Kathy, Mr. King is trying to reach over.
Oh.
Mr. King, you were trying to reach me? Mr. King?
hey, Fawcett said he's on his way there, so
Oh,
I
okay
think
then.
he'll be in the courtroom in a minute. I think that's what he
Okay,
said.
very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
This woman should have been.
I'm always cold and now I'm warm because I got on this sweater with this turtleneck. Yeah. But it was cool outside. Yeah, usually in here it's freezing.
Exactly, that's why I said it's comfortable.
Oh my God, I know her.
I was just waiting on the.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe.
She left me a message. Not the list. I know, but then I can delete one.
You here, for Mr. Pepinier for the illness?
That's right.
You go to the judge now, okay?
You just love us so much. Can't get enough.
That's what's been up.
Yes.
I'll call them. Who need to see Logan and? I do. I'm gonna tell them somebody. Put that in there.
Okay, I'm gonna put.
Well, she's gonna.
Go back, yeah.
Looks like you have the bulk of the reputation.
Who has the other client? Gentleman right there.
Look at this Andrew Arnett.
Yeah. Is one of her y'all been off work, right? I'm gonna ask. That's what.
There's one for the office space.
Nice.
We got everybody up here on the council. Back talking to you.
Well, let me log into Zoom. That would help. Oh, they can hear me? All right, well, they don't need to see me then. Okay. So, Mr. Wright, are you online? Oh, King, Mr. King. You there, Mr. King?
I am, Judge. How are you today?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great.
So we have Mr. Fawcett, who's representing Trepanier, right?
That's correct, Judge.
And so, Mr. King, you wanted to reset on today's motion at one?
That's right, Judge. The main motion that we have, obviously I filed several motions and most of them are moot now, but one of them is an ID motion that happened earlier this year. And but there's still some things that the state is working on regarding discovery.
Wait, are you talking about the motion to suppress?
Correct.
Okay, I just want to make sure we were on the same page.
That is correct, Your
okay.
Honor. And so there's some things that state's working on regarding discovery. I'd rather have kind of the full picture before we have a motions hearing so I can understand what we're dealing with. And so I talked to Mr. Trepanier last week about this. He was all for it. And so I would ask to move it until we get to that point.
That's correct, Judge. So there's a considerable amount of information that was dumped from some phones associated with this case. So, Mr. King, that's actually in the process of being downloaded now to a hard drive that Mr. King provided. So I probably would have had that available at one, but I certainly can have that available for pickup whenever Mr. King's available to do so. And I'll just let Mr. King know I need to have an additional conversation with him about this motion to suppress ID. I have some additional information for him, so I'll just advise him of that, and we'll have a conversation soon about it.
Well, you may all laugh at my next question, but of course it was scheduled for December 4th trial.
Well, I would say, so one thing I did note looking at this case.
No, I know that, but we go ahead.
Is that they're at least right now there's some FBI files that are a part of the discovery. So I anticipate we would need witnesses from New York, as well as witnesses from Maryland, and possibly from South Carolina as well. So I know there are at least 2 out-of-state witnesses that we were going to be proceeding with trial. I would want to have some time to prepare special out-of-state witness subpoenas.
Judge, I mean, as you know, I filed the out-of-time speedy on this case, but at the same time,
I mean, that's going to be my next question, but go ahead, Mr. King.
I'd rather be in a position where I know what everything the state's doing and than to rush this case to trial. So, sometimes I file these and then we don't know the posture of the case, and I still don't feel like we know the posture of the case. So because the court doesn't have to grant it because it's out of time, I would just ask that it move to the following trial calendar. My understanding is you actually do have a speedy that's supposed to go on that day.
And I guess if
what was that? What's the speedy that's supposed to go on that day?
One of the lawyers called me. I think Angela called me. It's a what do you call it? A manslaughter case with a juvenile.
Kathy, well, I know she is, but do we have a case on the 4th with her? And that's a speedy? Well, I mean, first of all, yeah, I'm going to grant your reset, but you know, your Speedy is sitting there and gives me a heart attack every time I see it, Mr. King.
I think it's, I think it's that Odyssey is a little confusing. What I'll do is prepare a written response to
Okay.
Mr. King's
Just
request
something
for
to,
out of time speedy.
Yeah.
I think I do have some compelling arguments for the court not to grant that.
okay,
But I would like, it seems like a good use of time to hear that on the same date that we hear the suppression of identification motion. And then maybe we could know what posture the case is in. If it needs to be rushed to a trial, maybe the court has more information after that to determine if it wants to grant it.
but I mean, it's a statutory Speedy, and the last time I looked it up, the term is already run.
Well, so Mr. Elamine
Yeah,
is accused of shooting someone in 2000.
yeah.
All right. And well,
But we don't need to
94,
play out all the arguments.
I'm not,
but
I'm not playing out the arguments. I guess what I'm saying is, but I think it's earlier than that. I think it's like 1996, I think is when the shooting occurred. So our position is, we think what the court will see is active efforts on the part of Mr. Elamine to disguise his identity. I know there are two instances where his name was changed, and we don't have to argue about these facts in particular, but I think if the court were to hear that, there is an explanation as to why the case took so long for Mr. Elamine to be arrested. I think that's our point.
Okay. Mr. King?
I do not object to waiting. What you won't hear from me is some sort of motion to dismiss because this court did not grant my out of time statutory speedy.
Okay.
That I'm going on the record to make certain to this court of. I don't want the case to linger on for 2-3 more years because this is so old, but at the same time, I do believe that the proper kind of sequence of events from this point is that the state completes whatever they need to complete. We understand the complete posture, and then we, try it as soon as the court allows.
Okay.
And that's kind of what my motivation was to even file anything, just because I'd had no idea what the state was alleging, and we're in a better place now.
Okay. All right. Well, so I'll grant the reset then, and we'll reschedule it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And if the court does have an idea, I guess we won't know until we get to the motions, but I would like to ask the court, just keep that in mind as far as needing specific dates for out-of-state subpoenas.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, we're going to take them off the trial calendar. But we need to dig into that Clark one. I'll look at that right now. Okay.
When I talk to her, how lawyers, we call each other and say, hey, are you going to trial? Are you not going to trial? That kind of stuff. So when I talk to her, Judge, it sounded to me like it was a definite trial. So,
all right.
And so we obviously we all shall see.
We will see. Thank you, Mr.
Thank
King.
you, Judge. Have a great week.
All right.
And that's all I have, Judge.
Thank you, Mr.
Enjoy your holidays.
All right, Mr. Fawcett, you're excused. How do I log on to this again with the CO and all that? CO with just a backslash. No, I got it. All right, let's see here. Like December 4th calendars. You sent me that list to the current list of speedies, right?
I did.
Okay. All right. On what? Talking about Clark? Angela Clark? What are we doing next? Do I need to leave or do?
We have to leave, but you're on consideration.
Was there anything else that's a little more quick than the plea?
No. I have a probation stipulation.
Let's do that then. Bring out Mr. Lehman Huff. let's look at this. Angela Clark thinks her case is going. Is it a statutory, Speedy? Who's the client again? Oh, here it is. Never mind.
Council, you gotta come out, you gotta come out. Lemon Huff.
Yeah, it's a statutory, Speedy. Does who is the prosecutor on that? Mr. Bridges, you know who the prosecutor is on Bjorn DeAnthony Harris Jr.?
Voluntary measure, but it's a juvenile, you all. Clark has it. I'm not sure if you all have a lawyer.
Voluntary manslaughter?
Yeah. Dealing with a juvenile. I didn't know if you all have
Come right here, Mr. Huff.
different for juvenile.
Facebook at all times with that.
I mean, that may be our okay, this is 10 SC 93216 Limon Huff, who is present in the courtroom with his attorney, Mr. Clark, and we have Mr. Bridges with the state. This is probation revocation, Mr. Clark.
Yes, Your Honor, and this would be for a stipulation today. Mr. Huff is here. He's got warrants that charge him with, I believe, a failure to report, and I'm just pulling it up real quick. That is failure to report, as well as new charges out of Fayette County, a burglary and possession of marijuana from 2021. He was transferred to Tennessee. That's where he resides, and was extradited from Tennessee. He's been in custody for some time now. Probation's recommendation is he has 2 years, 2 months, and 8 days roughly remaining on probation. Probation is asking to revoke 30 days and reduce it to the time he's already served, which at this point in time is 10 days right now, with also the recommendation to close out this case. This case is 10 SC case. I believe he received a little over 10 years of probation on it. Obviously, he has not too much time remaining, so we would ask the court to just accept probation's recommendation. He plans to go back to Tennessee, doesn't have any further plans to be in Fulton County or the state of Georgia.
So you got some technical violations and possession of marijuana, is that?
And a burglary, Your Honor, was the new charge but that was in 2021 out of Fayette County.
All right, Mr. Bridges?
Yeah, we asked you to follow probation.
Okay, I'll agree to the revoke 30 days commuted to time served, and we will close out the probation.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I guess you don't have anything to say to Ms. Colors. You're closed out.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. All right. All right. Can you look that case up for me, Mr. What? Mr. Bridges, I'll give you the case number.
I have it, Your Honor.
All right, just try to figure out who's prosecuting that. All right, Mr. Wilson, Hornsby Wilson.
Sorry, I was about to ask AJ Bridges something. I have spoken a little bit to Ms. Miller. She is mulling over the state's current offer right now.
Okay.
So I'm just waiting to be able to go back, so speak to AJ Bridges and then go back to speak to her.
All right, but you've got a plea, Ms.
That's
Clark.
correct, Your Honor. But we have a restitution issue. I want to just go ahead and speak with the ADA.
And Your Honor, to tell you the truth, all three of this is the same case. So
Yeah,
if
they're all good.
they're all the same, not the same, they're all defendant, co-defendants in the same case.
Okay.
So give me a second, we can talk to them, and maybe we can all resolve it one time.
Ms. Jones?
Yeah, I have the co-defendant, Mr. Willard, and I have him signed up. We understand there is restitution. My understanding is I thought it was to be determined. He's signed up and ready to go.
Well, I guess I'll step out for another minute. Does that make sense here, or do you want to? Seems like there's not enough for Mr. Bridges to go around, so. All right. Yeah, you're excused.
Lucky.
I will see you tomorrow.
I think it's.
I hope.
Have a good one. See you tomorrow.
You have his attorney information on that? The things that we do now.
But how are you charging with?
It's all on video.
I'll see you.
What was his attorney?
Yeah, that's Clark.
I was just thinking, maybe, I don't know. The indictment is only charging.
Mr. Huff took a plea, Ms. Thomas. Huff took a plea, right?
Oh, no, he didn't. Why he just, why we just, what they just do with her?
Oh, that was just a probation stipulation.
So that's gonna be a scene for the notice then.
No.
It says a probation stipulation, so he had his probation hearing, but we stipulated to it, and so he got revoked. How much did Huff get revoked? That probation guy? 30 days?
Yes.
30 days.
Now, Mr. Brandon also has a second.
Okay, my guy's signed up. I'm gonna go.
He don't want to stay.
Restitution is not something I know of.
So the difference is the second day.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got, my guy's ready to go. I leave that. They can say no, I can't.
She's thinking.
Yeah, what was it? And then it's just the joint
So my guy's ready to go.
She's the worst out of all of them. And I progressed it from no record to record to two crimes, two
Right,
crimes.
but I think you get time served, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's getting time served, right? Well, then,
No, because your person not only is the ringleader, she is the individual who's got two cases. You got this one case, this case that your guy brought them into.
all right, well,
Your woman brought them into.
let's split the difference that you have.
He is doing his job.
I gave them the phone. He only got the son a couple of months.
All I do is ask.
Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think that was a fair offer as I progressed the fight, what everybody did.
I don't have to talk to him about.
Oh, I got my gun. I'll ask.
Hold on for a
I
second.
don't have my girl, so.
We tried to do it.
I feel like that's unfair because we then have to go back and see them. The state doesn't get charged a fee for anything. How's that fair? Only the defense attorneys get charged a fee. You have to go back there and see people. The state doesn't have anybody. What are you gonna do to make this equal?
Don't get better. Well, did you have, who signed with that?
I don't think I got all that.
Oh,
Nah.
that's this.
What's wrong?
She needs one of these for her clients.
I signed the indictment, I do not.
Okay.
But she signed the document.
Sorry about that. Printed this out right?
These storage facilities, it shows them going into the storage facility. Sure, yes. It literally says they both- There's nothing else inside of the vehicle that actually shows that they have.
There was only the stuff that was recovered from people, and not all seven. No, I only like five. Don't quote me on it. Y'all be trying to quote me on stuff. What I said was, we only talked to five. That's it. Of the 12.
Well.
Yeah.
Maybe one person was sharing, I mean, there's 10
No,
cameras.
there's multiple units.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's 12 units, but there's multiple units in that.
Yeah.
I think we charged with all the units, so. it
10
should be-
counts, you gave me 10 counts per person.
Yeah, so there's 10 units that's going to
Okay.
today, and we've only talked to five.
And there was 5 people had things that were covered in the
I
truck.
don't know. I just know they started in September trying to track this. August they're trying to, no, September they started tracking these people down. Yes.
Sure. You know.
Yes, I got to. Thank you. Oops.
In the first case, we didn't recover anything. Brandon Miller.
Will Miller.
What was it? You bringing in storage units? Wow. And it's all on camera. I'm like, y'all bring someone else some cameras.
Hey,
Not that I'm advocating.
how are you?
And Brandon knew there was cameras there because he had rented units. So he knew.
I haven't really looked at it.
Okay, so it's not, I'm looking at 5. What night, in the back?
Your time with council.
Okay.
Matt,
He called me.
you having remember your email on Friday?
Cause I've been working in Portland. Haven't had time to sit.
You kind of
How's that feeling?
I was asking about the leadership for next month because I was out. I was sick, the one that we had this year.
I have to see.
Okay.
As soon as I'm able to look. if I'm able to sit.
Like, I know.
Yeah.
Mike said she's sick. Mike said she's sick from the jail.
Yeah, me too. Where it goes over there. Well.
Or is it just the public? Oh.
Oh, yes.
Just for the. Historically, the word comprehensive, but I just think people lie and try to say that more of stuff. You said, man, they stole $10,000 worth of wine out of the store. Come on, man, be for real. I'm like, what kind of food do you take me for?
We took a plea the other day, girl took set up this guy. Screen TV, $9,000 the house was shot at their house. Well, my sister works at a law house.
Oh.
Do you really believe it?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I do. Come on. This screen TV's in this house, yeah.
I'm like, it's one thing for a person to commit a crime. That's the victim, man. Don't lie because that make you
Crazy.
make me question it, especially as law enforcement, like, well, you don't credit it. I mean, you said it, you make the crime, but you added details I never had this.
But I had.
Because they don't understand, once they go in there, it's done deal.
And this was on this.
That's how they see that, you know what I'm saying? That's how they. Because whatever you say, you gotta match up with that camera for it. I can see I was in trouble for that too.
Kathy, that's major crime, so that's gonna be what's the name?
Oh, John White.
White now?
Right now, thank you, man.
Or,
Forger, Harris.
okay.
He didn't go into.
Night. They raising on radio. they just, that big night on the radio.
Well, then, Luke's case, who has him because he is
Yeah, he's not on our calendar.
it was an add-on, page 86.
Oh, so we do gotta go and get him.
Luke's case.
Loose case. But he not on that calendar, he not on our calendar. That's
That's
what I
his
was
last
like,
name.
but she
What?
said.
He said it was an add-on, that was the tension that was raising him.
Oh,
What's the name?
Loose case. Loose something. Loose case. He just said it's page 86.
so that's why we, he put him in.
Well, no, on our records. You all have him.
No, Miss Kathy, I don't think it.
Don't say Lucas.
Let me see,
Let me call back.
cause they ain't, let me see, is, what position is he? Cause I don't think he on there. I got a,
I didn't see Lucas.
it say Lucas Simeon,
Wait, that's not him.
that's not him though,
Okay.
that's not, they
What
talking about
is
the
his
apple.
first-
I didn't have that.
Let's see, put him in the wrong court.
Spell it for me.
His attorney is,
Simone is the first name. That's not him. Loos.
that's him, you got it, you know him.
Lucas.
His
It's
name
not
Simeon
Lucas.
Lucas?
It's loose case. It don't say it's Lucas.
But no, that's how you spell, we pronounce his name wrong, that's Lucas.
She's telling you how they're spelling it. Obviously, their spelling is not.
Okay, what's the spelling of the last?
Loos.
A?
No. N. Loos.
Oh, yeah, you know, I don't get it.
CASE. Right.
What's the first name?
S is Sam. IMO.
Oh, yeah, they completely spelled the name. wrong. You see what I'm talking about? They just, but they butchered his name bad, that's the same person. Something.
Simon? Whose case? I don't remember.
I think there's an E behind it. It is an E.
Behind the sign, okay, like Simone.
Right. If you need to look it up, a certain person.
But that is Simeon Lucas.
Oh,
AKA.
AKA.
That's his AKA.
That's the gentleman.
And same thing for the
Yeah,
two.
but he was,
Oh.
The two,
oh, well, yes. Wow.
Yeah, that's 5 years
His
too.
attorney is gone. They further noticed him. He took further notice to, January.
Oh, that's the one he kept banging and was trying to, and was letting us know he had court.
But they
Well, he was
didn't,
keep saying.
the name wasn't.
So his name, y'all got, it's two different names, they put. different
Yeah,
names
because
on it.
he got an AKA.
The Simone case. That's
like,
AKA.
That's a
Yeah, cause I'm like, tripping, I'm like, this ain't Lucas.
Yeah, but it don't
Lucas
say that on
case.
his card. His card says loose case.
Oh,
Yeah, and
It don't even say Lucas.
I don't think he was saying it's a loose case,
like a loose
But
cake.
that's how you, no, that's his card.
I got you, but I got you.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
So he's Luke Case at the jail. Luke
Right.
Case at the jail,
You
yeah.
need to get it right.
So he gives it a number.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why they got the.
He's Luke Case. That's it. So Luke Case, that's his real name. His Lucas name is not his name.
that with Logan? Man,
No, I wanna see it around more.
You don't sound good.
yeah, so I was fine before I went to the gym.
Whatever's floating in there.
Yeah.
It smells.
Yes.
We all had masks on, it just smelled bad, like.
And I was fine last night, so I woke up this morning, throat is like, I don't have a voice.
Mara said she don't feel good.
It was the smell of that crap,
The stuff that they be smoking. I know they make stuff up. They make, like,
and it's not healthy. Okay.
Are they doing construction or it's just stuff there?
What you say?
I don't know, I can't even
Are
say.
they doing construction over there or
Are they
just?
doing who?
Construction,
construction
that's
over there,
funny,
or
that's a
no?
funny word.
Not at all.
That's a funny word.
Not at all.
construction.
Well, for the smells you're talking about.
They're smoking, that's the smell.
What do they smoke?
We don't know.
Ah. Anything they can get their hands on.
Huh?
They put
No, they-
weed together.
We found a lot of,
And stuff, probably cement. I mean.
we found a lot of shanks though. We found a lot of those.
Talking about today?
When we went to, cause this was Sunday, what she talking about, we had it was a detail, so we pulled units from everywhere, so it was all hands on deck. So, and me and Knight, we had the worst side, so we had the YSL, all of them. And so we were searching their cells, and we probably found like 300 shanks, and not no little, no, I'm talking about big homemade, like machete looking type weapons.
Are they making it from the rebar?
Yeah, they making it themselves.
Yeah.
So
Basically, what they do is they break off all of the concrete in the wall and take out the rebar that holds up the wall.
And we caught them by surprise because they didn't expect it. Like a lot of them were upset, very upset. But saying what they gonna do to the next person that, oh, you got me put back in my cell. Like, no, you didn't, you did, you got yourself put back in your cell.
Is that okay?
She's not
Oh,
feeling
because
good.
it's a black.
She said, "It's not feeling good in jail." I told you to me. I said you wasn't feeling good.
This is from yesterday. That's all. That's from yesterday. That's all.
Well, I know y'all got a nice couch up on in 8.
Huh?
You have a nice couch up in, I think it's, what is it? What's that? Judge, McBurney? We were in there and it, like the little area y'all have, there's a nice couch in there.
I never been to Jersey. I never been to Jersey. Never.
Got your stuff for you.
I saw it and I was like. You know, in that little area up in 8 that they have like for deputies to hang out in.
I never been to Judge yeah, I never been to Judge
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think they about to take a plea, right?
I think he's moving in that direction.
I'll wait on. You know, if we're gonna get 3 pleas out today, that'll be awesome.
I'm ready.
We have one more revocation.
Yeah, that's when I was speaking to Mr.
Yeah, he has a second, remember I asked about probation revocation?
What are we gonna do with that?
We're just revoking it.
Time served?
Yeah.
Oh, good, wonderful. Okay, good. Thank you.
Let me ask you, this is him, right? Let's see, making sure.
So what they want? Oh, no, don't start coughing.
Oh, no, it's dry in here, cause it's so warm.
Need verified or not?
I wasn't gonna go on.
No, I know, I was saying, cause she knows, she said she.
Can I just look at
Yeah.
one sheet and then.
It's the chemicals in it.
Yes, I tried that before.
This is. This is. It's off and on instead of consistent. I'm not having a chance.
I'm just looking out for my cold. You over there coughing and stuff, so.
Look,
The first thing they gonna say, why did you say nothing? You know
Right.
that. So don't ask me why you tell, yeah. I'm looking out.
Talking about you okay? Like, huh? You know what they said? I said, so they said somebody else did. I'll do that.
Just make sure I understand. She'll get credit for both, because she was in at one point, she got out, and then she's been in it for again, so she get credit for all that time.
I got it all over the page.
Said drug and alcohol. While she's in prison or out. I prefer. And then she followed the treatment. And then, I don't know, that's the no jail time. Because she's been in for so long. Oh wait, is gainful employment about the 40 hours or it's just a kind of what? Do you think it should be able to work out? Because apparently she doesn't. Yes.
Logan, first name?
Brandon Miller. When Dash was decided.
Elamine comes up at 1 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
No, mine is dead.
I do not.
So we don't have 1 o'clock? So no 1 o'clock. Gotta go home. Share Elamine reset too.
I can go across.
The number gonna be mobile on both.
Yes.
That's the case.
Wait, you trying to find out?
Yeah.
Oh,
My
I said
computer's
Mr.
dead.
Wilson, and I was
Well,
like.
see, I was confused. He's here. He's not in custody.
So that's right out to the county, that's probation here, you can just sit over there and shower, something by the time we get out. So how does that work? You just tell her. They have one person like that is. Like a revocation. Right. That's. Yeah, I know.
I'm not going nowhere until 9:30, so I can't nobody make me leave. I gotta do my overtime.
Yeah.
I was just for the fire.
What are you so about?
That's overtime.
Okay.
Absolutely.
There you go.
There it is. That's. She should.
But yes.
Yes.
She only basically-
Okay, I would make a note of the dates, so it has to happen.
Okay, thanks.
Write those down.
Is the jail can, they're supposed to, but. I got one of them free leads.
Which one?
Right.
You get it, nothing. No.
Yeah, but we're separated, so if one of my clients picks up a charge, I've only had like one. I'll pre-indict.
Oh, that's what you got.
Yeah, so I'll pre-indictment. The one and only time I've had it. Then I was like, okay, and continue about my business doing the same thing. So I guess I'm a loud voice and it is what it is.
No, she went to the,
Yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yes. It's so funny. I can all encompass it is that never know.
They never put a warrant.
Have a water.
Say it again.
Have a water, please.
Yeah. Anybody else want water?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, 3, 4.
I got one still. And I was hoping to go tonight. Do you want some? So we can get out of here. Go
No,
to
I
my
don't want
car,
anymore.
pick up some stuff and take back to the office and then walk back. That's.
This Jones, your person doesn't have it.
One person mission.
I like how you tread lightly there, right? There should be.
Cause I thought we handled those.
Yeah, that's always the worst when you see the probation officer
Yeah,
rise.
he wants to go
You're like,
back and
oh, boy. We do rising today. Sit on down.
No, he doesn't have any extra probation. Record hits probation.
Is y'all holding it back?
Because usually I can figure out if they've got probation. Every once in a while.
Not for a violation of probation. No.
What comes order?
I'm warning y'all tomorrow, I gotta leave at 11:30, so
Yeah. We got council with that.
I got a noon dental appointment.
Just put your hologram up there, yo.
Don't say that, my God. You're jinxing it. Don't say that.
This is out of custody. Oh, no,
No, they're in custody.
I mean, I know all the judges on our floor did court today, but you need to tell your buddies down there, McGee, that I'm leaving at 11:30. They're gonna have to bring them back over again if they don't.
We got stuck on.
But she doesn't have it scheduled for 1:30. She has it scheduled for 9:30.
Oh, you do? So Ms. Brew is scheduled for 9:30. That's another thing we got tomorrow. So.
It's okay, I'll take that.
If they keeps on going.
Yes, yeah.
Don't mind the static.
I think it should just be dismissed and with a strong, you cannot set foot in Georgia for 2 years or it'll be,
That's something Ms. Bridges can talk
yeah, dead docketed and with a stay away from Georgia order.
Say total every time. Council, we have another plea.
You're signing Mr. Dennis Miller.
Yeah, tomorrow we gotta be,
Hopefully.
love being here.
Yeah, so we're just waiting on council. You got it. You see, that's a plea.
All the judges had court.
Yeah.
Seated, all the ones that are wing.
I was trying to give
Came down,
some a chance to Thanksgiving, family. That doesn't work out when they get back in before Thanksgiving.
It is, we try to honor the national holidays.
Right. I've already talked to the people.
Well, we're gonna have to do, Clark's case. On December 4th, we're gonna probably have to do Clark's case. She's got that speedy. Good thing
And,
that-
Mr. Bridges said that.
Really? Why don't you, Ms. Bridges, you may already have done it, why don't you email John, let him know speedy cooking on. Yes, you're already.
Well, on the probation.
Which should go very quickly.
Yes, Ms. Colors has already spoken.
Already spoken to him?
Everybody,
Good.
sent the notes out and everything, so. They've already stipulated.
That used to be the
all
problem
that's
prior.
stipulated, and Mr. Bridges has said he agrees with everything, and.
Good, good, because our prior pretty.
Isn't that right, Mr. Bridges?
Everybody act like they just
Yeah.
met each other.
They won't put anybody in there. You're right, Jude. That's exactly how it is. My favorite part. These are just.
Sounds like, oh my. So much angst over a couple of months.
It's terrible.
I'll tell you another thing, I never researched so much case law on